Capital. So come on down and check out Capital Lumber. So Crispin, let us know what else Capital Lumber has to offer.
We have a lot of the everyday hardware needs, whereas the hammers, tapes, screwdrivers, insert bits, drill bit, the roofing cement, roofing siliconizer. We have shingles as well, ranging from regular, which is the 25-year to the 45-year. And we also has the best prices in town on the cement.
Say that again.
The best price in town on the cement. And then we have we have white cement, lime, sand, and mixture of rocks. And we have great prices on the plywood as well and the lumber.
Okay.
Over here we have the easy finish, ready mix, drying compound. This one, like if you're doing a quick job, you could just get this one and right away. The next one, you would have to add water to do a mixture, and then you get to work. But this one is the best.
Okay.
And this one is the USG all-purpose. This one you'd have to add water and mix, whereas the next one is already mixed. So this one is just the mud inside of the bucket, and also this one is more of a gray or off-white finish, and the next one is white.
So let persons know how they can get in contact with you all.
Well, you can call us here on 605-9663.
Say it again.
605-9663.
There you have it, folks. The best deals in town for all of your needs. Capital Lumber, located on Parkgate Road. Thank you for joining us on Deals Crazy TV. I'm your host, Keishan. And if you would like to be a part of this amazing show, please phone us at 423-9993 or 463-7491. And you can email us at fourwaysmedia@gmail.com.
You're watching the ZNS Network, the People's Station.
Coming up in the Bahamas tonight, the weekend edition, the homicide count climbs after an Abaco shooting. A wanted suspect on the run. The Agri-business Expo underway. And in sports, day 3 of the high school track and field nationals. The Bahamas tonight, the weekend edition, starts now. Welcome to the Bahamas tonight, the weekend edition. Good evening. I'm Jiminita Swain. Thanks so much for joining us. An early morning shooting claims the life of a 37-year-old man in Abaco. The ordeal unfolding shortly after 1 Saturday morning near a business establishment in Dunderstown. Police say the victim, along with 2 passengers in a GMC Sierra truck, were attempting to leave the establishment when a lone gunman emerged from nearby bushes, approached the driver's side of the truck and opened fire, resulting in the victim being shot multiple times about the body. Investigations continue. Now, police are appealing to members of the public who may have information in solving this incident to call the Criminal Investigations Department at 502-991 or 2. Well, a 56-year-old male is dead and 2 others hospitalized following a traffic collision in 8 Mile Rock, Grand Bahamas Saturday morning. Police say a blue Nissan Cube occupied by 3 men was traveling east on Bayshore Road when the driver reportedly lost control of the vehicle, colliding with a utility pole. Both the driver and front seat passenger sustained wounds, while the rear seat passenger died from injuries shortly after receiving medical treatment. Well, over in Eleuthera, police teaming up with the Bahamas Department of Immigration to arrest 9 individuals for various offenses, including possession of dangerous drugs and immigration violations. Additionally, officers issuing 31 traffic citations to motorists for various traffic infractions. Well, police need your help tonight in capturing a suspect wanted for murder. He goes by the alias TJ. He is of a dark brown complexion and slim build and stands at 5 feet 8 inches tall. Montel Heights is his last known address. Anyone with information is asked to contact the Criminal Investigations Department at 502-9991 or 2. In other news, the Public Hospitals Authority and the Princess Margaret Hospital advising the public that only cases involving medical emergencies are encouraged to utilize the emergency department at PMH. Non-emergency patients are asked to contact their primary care physician or access community clinics for care. All public clinics are open until 9 p.m. weekdays. The public is further advised that Fleming Street Clinic will extend its hours to include Saturdays and Sundays from 9 a.m. to 5 p.m. until further notice. Well, by now, the 2025 Routes America Conference set to take place in the Bahamas has been announced in dozens of cities globally, as the event is the only air service development forum uniting the Americas with destinations like the Bahamas. As the selection identified the Nassau Paradise Island Promotion Board as the host, CEO George Yberlu says this is a big deal for the tourism industry.
The Bahamas and Nassau Paradise Island in particular. Again, it's a great honor that we were selected, and this is one of the most competitive selection processes that begins years in advance. It's not something that starts the year before, because so many destinations are vying to host a Roots conference. And the importance of that is that it brings all the airline executives, the key decision makers, the network planners. That's the people who actually make the decisions on where airlines are going to fly to. Brings them to your destination. And any destination that has hosted a Roots conference, they have seen an increase of airlift by some 10%.
Well, Yberlu adding that back in 2012, the Nassau Airport Development Group hosted the conference. She says the undertaking will be a public-private partnership set to facilitate close to 1,000 attendees.
One of the really major benefits of hosting a Roots conference, and in our case, Roots America, is that it allows airlines to see firsthand. Normally when we go to that conference, we do a presentation. So you're showing them a PowerPoint presentation, you're showcasing what the destination has to offer. But there's nothing like experiencing it yourself firsthand and having them on the destination to see the diversity of our product offering in terms of hotels, from the very large resorts, the very upscale, to the boutique, to the family offerings, for them to see the plethora of things to do. What also strikes people so much is how sophisticated our destination is.
Well, the University of the Bahamas and the Inter-American Development Bank collaborators in the recently released Bahamas Women's Health and Wellbeing Survey. The document is the first national prevalence survey on gender-based violence against women and girls. A number of stakeholders were in attendance to learn more about the survey, including the wife of Prime Minister, Mrs. Anne-Marie Davis.
The Office of the Spouse publicly reiterates its strong commitment to fighting the social scourge of gender-based violence while promoting family life, women's health and empowerment, and promoting the welfare of our children.
You heard that 1 in every 4 women reported they had suffered physical or sexual violence. More than 1 in 5 experienced severe physical violence. Just less than 1 in 10 reported experienced sexual violence, and 1 in 3 suffer from psychological interpartment abuse, just to mention a few. But these women are daughters, cousins, mothers, sisters, aunts, and friends.
Well, other stakeholders shared how important this survey is to gathering critical data on this very pressing issue of gender-based violence.
Our Charge in particular has collaborated with the IDB the last 3 years to advance the place of women in society. She couldn't make it here today, but she wanted me to relay that is very committed to empowering women and supporting them in support of this particular survey. Director Carrera and the Charge are examples of what happens when women lead. Priorities change, accomplishments change.
Our university has partnered with the IDB through a memorandum of understanding to tackle gender-based issues. In line with this collaboration, we at UB aspire for our institution to serve as the repository for the data and outcomes of the Women's Health and Wellbeing Survey. As the findings of this survey are revealed and discussed, we acknowledge the pivotal role that data-driven insights play in shaping policymaking, guiding interventions, and fostering positive change.
To come, the country's agriculture and fisheries sector in the spotlight. You're watching the Bahamas Tonight, the weekend edition. More news in a moment.
The 2024 World Health Day focuses on highlighting the rights of everyone, everywhere, to access health services so they can enjoy a good quality life.
I have a right to be vaccinated against childhood illnesses.
I have a right to health care without being shamed.
I have the right to participate in my community with no abuse or neglect.
I have the right to healthcare services without stairs or chairs.
I have a right to access the healthcare without fear.
Make the right to health a reality for all. This message is brought to you by PAHO WHO and the Canadian government.
ESE Distributors, the #1 wholesale beauty supplier in the Bahamas, specializing in hair products, accessories, and makeup. A variety of skin lightening products, Keratin, Natural Bright, Pawpaw, and personal toiletries, like soaps, creams, lotion, and oils. Hair products like Got2b, Red One, and everything in the Morphos line. And lots of hair. Afro Kinky, 3X Ghana, crochet hair. We deliver and ship to the Family Islands. ESE Distributors, located on Soldier Road opposite NCA.
Since 1974, the National Insurance Board has been an income replacement safety net.
But to ensure our future remains secure, starting July 1st, 2024, contribution rates will increase and will continue to be shared by employers and employees.
We will be sharing more information in the upcoming months. But for now, get more details on nibrateincrease.com.
Invest in tomorrow today with NIB.
Because together, we can ensure our financial future.
Good to grow, keeping you in the know, keeping you in the know. God, it's good enough to eat, and it's good to grow. It's good enough to eat, then it's good to grow.
Excitement is in the air as the Ministry of Agriculture and Marine Resources gears up for its highly anticipated event, the Agri-business Expo, this Friday and Saturday. With over 70 vendors, this expo promises to be a haven for agricultural enthusiasts and food lovers alike.
It's all about empowering Bahamians. It's all about creating opportunities for our artisans, our handicraft persons, our farmers, our family islanders, just about everybody. We're here to empower them, to help them to showcase what they have to offer to the general public, as well as to empower our nation as we become more food, less reliant on food imports.
From farm to table, this expo offers a comprehensive look at the agricultural industry, showcasing the latest innovations and techniques.
Well, once the guests arrived here, a number of activities will be going on as the flyer has indicated is food, fun, and farming. So we have a number of initiatives going on. Let's just look at the learning aspects, the empowerment aspects. We'll be having several lecture series ongoing throughout Friday and Saturday. And during these lecture series, members of the public, they will be able to hear and also to be able to engage in discussions as relates to soil techniques, as relates to the digitization process that the ministry has available for the general public, as it relates to climatic change and the impact on agriculture. We'll also be talking about commercialization of the agricultural sectors and quite a number of other empowering lecture series.
And for the foodies, you don't want to miss out on the live cooking demos.
Once the public attend the culinary demonstrations, they can also have the opportunity to learn how to make yogurt, how to do bread, kneading of bread, different assortment of breads. We have the pepper sauce. They learn how to make jams and jellies. You also have the dishes that the sweet potato can offer. They'll show them the chef. And then we also have the famous Bamsi tilapia, where we have certified chefs who will be doing cooking demonstrations to show how the general public can prepare the Bamsi snapper tilapia.
Home cooks from across the country will also duke it out to determine which island has the best cooking. It all goes down this Friday and Saturday at the Gladstone Road Farmers Market grounds from 10 a.m. to 10 p.m. Keeping you in the know with Good to Grow, I'm Leah Cooper.
This portion of the news is brought to you by FoCall Smart Pass, the smart way to pay at the pump.
Thanks for staying with us. The National Expo underway, showcasing the very best of the country's agriculture and fisheries sector. Devontae Hanna was on hand for the opening ceremony at the Gladstone Road Farmers Market and has all the details.
The 2024 Agri-business Expo is officially opened, doubling down on the government's plan to make the Bahamas more self-sufficient, according to Prime Minister the Honorable Philip Davis.
We can lower the food import bill, keeping more money in the country. We can bring more money into the economy through exports. We can lower the cost of food products at the grocery store. And we can provide expanded access to healthy, fresh produce and animal products grown right here in the Bahamas to promote healthier diets.
On hand for the opening ceremony was Agriculture Minister the Honorable Jomo Campbell, who says the event aims to showcase the best and brightest in farming and its new techniques while giving all of the expo goers a taste of the Bahamas.
You can learn about sustainable farming practices and market trends that are shaping the future of agriculture and fisheries in the Bahamas. The expo also displays the remarkable and creative works of men and women involved in the handicraft industry, which continues to be an essential portion of our tourism product.
Vendors from across the island had their products on display, showcasing how the agriculture industry can become a lucrative avenue for Bahamians to explore.
We are not the guys who sell the trees, the flowers, the vegetables. We provide the natural organic material for them to plant their seeds in to get a great less hazardous, less chemical.
And on the other side, it proves to be one of the greatest healing methods.
Herbal teas, honey, you have the oils. One of the most important oil is the oregano oil. It kills the breast cancer 99%. And also you have the oregano oil that also does the same.
And the bottom line, according to Campbell,
the Bahamas cannot afford to be food insecure. This is why this government has put food security to the forefront of its agenda. But the government cannot do it alone.
The expo ends Saturday and was the first to be held in 5 years. For the Bahamas Tonight, I'm Devontae Hanna.
In other news, the Bahamas Institute of Financial Services is celebrating its 50th Golden Jubilee. A key highlight for the institution is its G12 program, where 18 senior high school students transition to alumni. The program is designed to connect prospective business students with experiences and opportunities toward future careers. Executives from the program say since its inception, the G12 program has molded some of the most competent professionals in the field, and their focus remains on continuing with the tradition.
Now we're training people for financial services, not just banking and trust. And so the focus is on giving students exposure in all aspects of our financial services sector.
A number of the students today were from our private schools, with a few coming from our government schools. There are 11th and 12th graders who are part of this program. And we are looking at Bahamas Institute of Financial Services to really help to engender the learning aspect of financial services.
This group of students represent the 13th cohort since we started the program in 2008. To date, we have graduated this group, along with this group, 196 students. The program also provides an internship for the students during the summer months.
18 students from a cross-section of public and private schools started the 6-month program in September, going through 4 modules, along with field trips and seminars. Students say the program has succeeded in taking them steps closer to their dreams.
I would have learned from my economics teacher. What he got from it was all interacting with such intellectual people.
I won the 2nd place runner-up overall for the competition, and I also won various honorary participation awards in each module and a runner-up award.
In terms of this program, I believe it helped me because it assisted me in creative thinking, which I think is vital in terms of information technology, because you are dealing with a variety of systems and databases, and that requires a lot of experience.
Participation was very important. Well, first of all, you had to ask questions, because by asking questions, you let your lecturer know that, hey, I don't understand this, and I'd like you to go further in depth.
The module that stood out to me was economics, because I had a very experienced lecturer by the name of Miss Ward, who articulated her lessons very well, and I learned a lot from visiting Central Bank.
Well, a new bust bearing the face and name of the late Reverend Dr. Reuben Edward Cooper Sr. now sits on the outskirts of the Jordan Prince William Principal's office on the school's campus. Cooper, a nation builder, clergyman, and family man, played an integral role in the growth and development of the private institution and the Baptist community. And on Friday, family and friends and alumni attended a special unveiling ceremony to mark the historic milestone. His proud daughters, Deputy to the Governor General Ruby Ann Darling and Fanny Cooper, talked about what this all means for their family.
It's a day of Thanksgiving and celebration. I'm so glad to be here, to be a part of it, and to see so many people who came just to celebrate with us. He was a great man who has done wonderful things for this nation.
What it means for the family is that the legacy continues. As I stand here on what has been expressed hallowed ground, holy ground, I think of myself joining my father in the early 60s when he began this movement, this school, and for 14 years I taught here at Prince William's.
Godson and President of the Bahamas Baptist Missionary and Educational Convention, Reverend Dr. Philip McPhee, encouraged members of the Alumni Association and family members in attendance to never forget those men and or women who have paved the way for a better Bahamas.
Of all of the Baptists in this country today, all of the families that have made tremendous sacrifices and struggled to send our students to this school, all of those who labored to understand that if we are not united as one, we will fail together as a convention, as a school, as a college that has been launched a few days ago. that will bring tremendous opportunities in all areas of academics within this Bahamas.
When the weekend edition continues after the break, we turn our attention to sports with Amajal Knowles.
In the Yellow Elder Garden, Ali and her cousins listened to Grammy share tales. The 70s so sweet, with themed costumes and dancing feet. Then came the brass, reaching new heights. A symphony of Bahamian nights. The 2000s, the Yellow Elder, a symbol of pride. Grammy's legacy in view as Ali dances in her Yellow Elder costume. We are alive.
2024 World Health Day focuses on highlighting the rights of everyone everywhere to access health services so they can enjoy a good quality life.
I have a right to a healthy future to vaccine protection.
I have the right to health services that respect my religious customs.
Meron na akong karapatan.
Mwen gen dwa pou mwen jwen informasyon sou la santé nan lang ke m kompran.
I have a right to a safe working environment.
I have a right to be vaccinated against COVID-19 and other illnesses to protect me at work.
I have the right to breathe clean air.
Make the right to health a reality for all. This message is brought to you by PAHO WHO and the Canadian government.
Introducing the Focal Smart Pass app that helps you to fuel up faster. Here's how it works. Download the app on the App Store or get it on Google Play and create your profile with payment details. Visit your nearest Shell station. Open the app, scan the pump's QR code, select your payment amount, and begin fueling. Say goodbye to cash and cards because the Focal Smart Pass offers secure and convenient payment options right at your fingertips. Download Focal Smart Pass now and fuel up faster today.
This is ZNS Total Sports.
Welcome to your Saturday Sports, everyone. Action picking up earlier today at Day 3 of the National High School Track and Field Championships. The middle and long distance race is taking center stage. A look at the results in the boys under 2,800 meters. That title would go to Zaya Henderson out of Grand Bahama. Jasmine Mackey would storm from behind to take the girls under 2,800 meters in 2:20.99. In the boys under 18,800, Raymond Winder would finish off his career as a champion, taking that crown in 1:58.01. In the 400-meter hurdle, Sienna Ferguson would pass his national record he set in the heats, winning the boys under 18 400-meter hurdles.
I know I see him break the record. This is 2055 one time. My PB is 53.2. So that's like, let me just take it calm and break the record, then finalize ice gear and all over.
In the boys' high jump, curved the standout Shamar Davis, clearing 2:07 to walk away with that national championship.
It was an all-around good performance. It wasn't my best, but it was okay.
How does it feel to be national champion?
It feels good to be national champion. It feels really good.
Now, while action may be going on the track over by the pole vault pit, former Division I pole vault athlete Gabrielle Mejia hosting a coaches clinic for some of the athletes.
So basically, I've been pole vaulting for the past 15 years. I was a Division I athlete in Connecticut. I'm now here in the Bahamas for the past 3 years. I've had 2 kids, and I'm back to coaching again. I've coached all over the United States, been to a lot of clinics, a lot of summer camps, and I saw, last year that Anaya was in the Carifta Games, and Brendan, and I know KJ also. And, I'm just really here trying to grow the sport, trying to bring more people involved, and get more people jumping high. That's basically what we're here for. A lot of people are interested in terms of this national track and field, the high school championships here. A lot of coaches have come to me and said a lot of athletes are interested, even some people from the Family Islands. So we're definitely trying to get more clinics, more summer camps involved for all the athletes so we can definitely grow the sport. There's a lot of interested athletes.
Speaking of clinics, just up the road over at the Blue Hill Playing Fields, Reloaded Baseball holding a clinic for their young players as well.
Well, from Reloaded standpoint, we're all about development. And in country, we have seen, first of all, from the baseball standpoint, the deficiencies in development, and it came over to softball. Vanna right here came on board, and she brought a wealth of knowledge on top of what Bishop has already known.
So I grew up in Nassau, and I had the opportunity to actually be developed under a lot of coaches here, including Bishop as one of them. And I believe that the Lord giving me the opportunity to go off to school and experience training and instruction in Tennessee and with other international coaches, then I can come back home and I can be intentional about, hey, how can we allow that to be seen across the board for the Bahamas, starting in Nassau. Like Paran said, we have so many other athletes coming through everything. And I just, hey, Allie, like, we need you. I've seen what you've done. I know what you're capable of. I know the connections that you have. And I know that our girls here, once they experience what could be possible, then there's room for everything.
And that's been a look at your sports on this Saturday. A check on weather when we return.
This is ZNS Total Sports.
The 2024 World Health Day focuses on highlighting the rights of everyone, everywhere, to access health services so they can enjoy a good quality life.
I have a right to be vaccinated against childhood illnesses.
I have a right to health care without being shamed.
I have the right to participate in my community with no abuse or neglect.
I have the right to healthcare services without stairs or chairs.
I have a right to access the health care without fear.
Make the right to health a reality for all. This message is brought to you by PAHO WHO and the Canadian government.
You watch them grow and make plans for them even before they're old enough to talk. You spend a lifetime of sacrifice to pave the way for their success and create a tomorrow you too can be proud of. Can you tell who is the investor? At Leno, we believe everyone who has ever put a penny aside for a future dream is an investor. If you're new to investing, Leno's financial experts stand ready to design plans based on your goals. Let's sit down and explore the options one-on-one and see how, together, we can make your dreams come true. Whether considering traditional investments like a new home, car, your own business, security in retirement, or your child's college fund, we take the confusion out of the process and make an investor out of you. Call 396-3225 for an appointment. Leno, your bridge to the future.
Here at Immigration Care Service, you can trust us, especially if you have experienced issues or problems with the U.S. immigration at the borders. We'll do our best to provide options and solutions to immigration roadblocks, so travelers can continue visiting the U.S. and residents can continue living their lives in the U.S. without worries. The best part? Our services are affordable and accessible. Take the mystery, confusion, and fear out of your immigration concerns. Contact Immigration Care Service today.
Have you ever purchased a defective item and was denied an exchange or cash refund? Contact the Consumer Protection Commission at 393-7795-8 or our 24-hour complaints hotline at 357-7898 and let us help your voice be heard.
Hey, get up, stand up for your right.
one-stop shop for all things news and entertainment.
Bringing you exclusive content from unique talents you can't find anywhere else.
Keeping you updated with the top stories from across the nation.
And entertained with a variety of engaging content.
All in one place.
With one click.
You mean I can get all this in the palm of my hand?
Yes.
On all my favorite devices? Yes. And with unlimited access to all types of different content.
You won't need to look anywhere else.
That's ZNS Digital.
That's ZNS Digital.
That's ZNS Digital.
That's ZNS Digital.
ZNS Digital, the people station in your pocket.
It's time now for a check on tonight's weather forecast. Chief Meteorologist Basil Dean joins us in studio with the latest temperatures. Good evening, Basil.
Good evening, Jiminita. We have near clear skies, temperature at 79 degrees, the relative humidity drying out at 53%. Winds out of the north at 6 miles per hour, the barometric pressure of 1,019.4 millibars, that is 30.10 inches. And your temperatures around the islands this evening, 76 in Marshall, Barbacoa, Green Torquay at 77, 77 in Freeport, Grand Bahama, the Berry Islands 76, Alistan, Bimini 74 degrees, 76 in Harbor Island, Roxanne, Eleuthera 77, Fresh Creek in Central Andros at 80 degrees, Camp Space at Andros and Black Point Exuma reporting 81, 78 in Otterston, Cat Island, San Salvador at 72, Rimkey also 72 degrees, and in Ragged Island, Clarence Town, Long Island, Crooked Island, they at 76, we're picking up some 79s in Betsy Bay, Maguana, and Acklers. Matchy, Tiny Nagua, 76 degrees, and the Turks and Caicos Islands at 81 degrees. Your boating forecast for all areas tonight right through Sunday. Winds are going to be increasing out of the northeast at 15 to 20 knots to wave building 4 to 6 feet. So we'll have small craft caution in place for the entire island chain through tomorrow. Now, your high tide will take place at 51 minutes past midnight. You can expect your low tide at 6:28 tomorrow morning. And our satellite pictures are showing just some high-level clouds over the central and southeastern parts of the country. All of that is being pushed towards the south and east, leaving behind clearer skies over the northwest Bahamas tonight. And our forecast calls for breezy conditions this evening, otherwise mainly clear, with your low temperature getting down to 67 degrees. And tomorrow, mostly sunny, breezy and pleasant, high temperature 77. And your extended weather forecast for the next several days, we're going to have some rather cool nights for the next few nights, taking us right into Monday. The warming trend begins on Tuesday with the humidity starting to rise, and that will hold for the balance of our next week with some rather toasty daytime temperatures. Jiminita.
Thanks, Basil, and that will end the Bahamas Tonight, the weekend edition. We thank you for continuing to make ZNS your #1 news and information network, as only the sun covers the Bahamas better than ZNS. On behalf of the entire team, thanks for watching and good night.
You're watching the ZNS Network, the People's Station.